This is MJ. I love Tokusatsu, and right now I want to talk to you about Kamen Rider Zero-One, episode 40, which I'm calling it, well, anyway, whatever. My title for this analysis, or I guess of the situation in this episode, is Calculated Risk. And, I don't know, I like that for some reason. I had declared Aruto to be beyond calculation at one point, probably around episode 10, because that's what I think Hirobi had said, and that's something kind of echoed by the arc here, and it's very fitting because the arc has everything calculated out exactly as he has foreseen it, and all that stuff. But that all gets interrupted by Aruto and Izu's plan, which was pretty dope. So the actual name of the episode, according to Overtime, is Leaping Towards Our Dream for episode 40. So other sources have it a little differently, but that's okay. This was written by head writer Yuya Takahashi, directed by Shojiro Nakazawa, and that's pretty much all of the... Oh, no, I want to share one other thing for fun. It aired July 26, 2020. So, anyway, basically, I'm just going to say that I loved this episode, that it was really, really good, and I have nothing else constructive to say about it, except for, it was really pretty, and it was really actionful and dramatic, and I like all that stuff. So that's basically all I have to say. I don't know that I want to spend 5 to 10 minutes drooling all over it. Maybe I'll just run through my images and make some observations about them, because that's it. I mean, the episode was really good. It was really dramatic. I like to fake out the setup. I thought it was like a Groundhog's Day thing. Like maybe there was a miracle being performed by the fact that, Izu was crying. I was glad it wasn't that, honestly. It kind of would have taken me out of it if that had been the case. Like, the miracle tear of the, robot ascending to, singularity. And I was thinking, why hasn't Izu reached singularity yet? I find that to be interesting, but we don't have to discuss that right now. It just seemed like a really neat idea to me. The moment when the first death occurred was shocking, or I guess there was Aruto's death, and then Amatsugai died, and then Yaiba died, and then Fuwa died, and I just thought, wow, this show is this can't be real. Something's wrong. Something isn't happening the way it should be. So anyway, I like the fact that it turned out that Izu was doing this, calculation thing. Kind of reminded me of Endgame, right? Or the other one, or the two of them, the Avengers movies, the Thanos ones. Anyway, kind of reminded me of that, but obviously it wasn't. But I just, the theme in it of humans and human and artificial intelligence being able to fuse together and work and accomplish something greater just really tickles me. I absolutely love it. It's one of the greatest things ever. And I just love, personally, before I was exposed to the AI stuff, I always liked the idea of the gender binary, or the sexual binary, male-female blending together, being able to accomplish more. It really tickled me when I was a kid that Gatomon and Aquilamon were able to DNA digivolve into this androgynous form that was more powerful than either of them. And I don't know, I just think that's really neat, and I love the idea of bridging gaps between disparate groups and that making them stronger. A lot of the imagery of them together reminded me so much of Domon Kashu and Rin Mikamura in PhD, in Mobile Fighter G Gundam, and their Love Sekihata Kyoken, which is kind of spoilers, but if I don't say anything else about it, you don't have to hear about it. By the way, if you like hearing me talk about men and women's roles in action and stories and things like that, and you caught that was a reference to G Gundam, Domon and Rain, then you can go ahead and check out my review analysis show all about G Gundam, Mobile Fighter G Gundam, called King of Hearts, Queen of Sorrows. I had a lot of fun doing it. I talked about every single episode of Gundam, and then there was a couple, or G Gundam, sorry, and then there were a couple bonus episodes where I just kind of data mined stuff off of archive.org or the Wayback Machine or whatever, and you might find it interesting. Check it out. But yeah, I honestly don't really have anything to say. I think there's 2 Grasshoppers now. He becomes Zero-Two. One of the Grasshoppers kind of has a scarf on it, which is pretty neat. The red one, he gets the red gloves. It feels very much like a reference to Kamen Rider Nigo, or Kamen Rider 2 is what I would call him, because that's who I am. I just love all the weird symbolism on his belt. He's got 2 red lines at angles, but it's also a 2, but then his scarf is like a 0 and a 2, and it's kind of like a scarf, but maybe it's actually a 1, or maybe it's just a scarf waving in the wind. It has all these different layers of really spectacular design elements in it, and I absolutely love it. I think the suit looks amazing. I thought the drama and the tension were so high, and it was so exciting. And then the fact that Arc was able to like see his attack and formulate a counterattack against it was really exciting. It kind of reminded me of Shishio and Kenshin, how he said, like, once I've seen an attack one time, I'll know how to counteract it, from then on. It's just really fun, a really fun idea, a great thing for a villain to have it, really raises the stake for the hero to be able to come out against them. And then the fact that he's not actually done, that's really intriguing, and I'm interested to see where exactly that goes. Anyway, the effects that were used, like for the integration, or I don't know exactly how to describe it, but when 01 is able to map out all the possibilities, and then when Arc is able to do that as well, it's just really fun. It's really energetic and exciting. It actually reminds me of stuff from the movie where he fights his dad, Aruto, of course. And like there's elements from that suit that make it into Zero-Two, which is exciting. Gosh, I really don't know what else to say other than I really like this, and I'm really excited to see where everything goes from here. If you enjoyed this, like, comment, and share to help me grow. Don't forget to subscribe to keep current with each release. Chat with me on Twitter at MJ_scribe. Visit mjmunoz.com/podcast to find the multiple feeds in which I analyze Star Wars, tokusatsu, comics, and more. Visit mjmunoz.com/support for links to my Redbubble and Coffee pages, so you can help keep me doing the things I do. Thank you so much for your time and attention. Until next time, be well, and remember, you don't have to shout henshin to be a hero.